Good morning, Southwest Florida. I'm Bri Walling. This Naples Herald Morning Report is sponsored by our friends at Fusillo Kia of Cape Coral. This morning we'll tell you about a challenge to preferences for marijuana licensing, a possible stockpiling of fuel for emergencies, and more. Today is Thursday, November 2nd, and this is the Morning Report. Tropiflora, a Sarasota nursery, has filed a lawsuit challenging a new law that includes a preference for the citrus industry in the state's awarding of medical marijuana licenses. The lawsuit is similar to a case filed in September that challenges another provision in the law directing a license to be awarded to a member of a black farmers group. In both cases, plaintiffs are seeking injunctions to block the Florida Department of Health from moving forward with awarding licenses while the lawsuits are pending. The law directed at the Department of Health to award 10 licenses and included direction that for up to 2 licenses, the department shall give preference to applicants who own one or more facilities that are or were used to process fruit and will use or convert the facility for the processing of marijuana. Tropiflora, which was denied a license in 2015 under an earlier law, contends that the preference violates the Florida Constitution and argues that the preference is known as special law that improperly grants privilege to the declining citrus industry. With Florida expected to have one of the largest medical marijuana markets in the country, battles over the licenses have been fierce. Read more about the lawsuit at naplesherald.com. Florida could be moving closer to stockpiling fuel for future hurricanes or other disasters. Senator Gary Farmer filed a proposal on Tuesday that would establish a task force within the State Division of Emergency Management to come up with recommendations for a strategic fuel reserve. The proposal does not outline costs or how much fuel could be stored, but it would require the recommendations to be completed by April 2019. Florida strained to keep up with fuel demands as Hurricane Irma neared the state in early September. As 6.5 million people were ordered to evacuate their homes, others scrambled for last-minute hurricane supplies. Motorists reported spending up to 12 hours on routes that typically are covered in 6 or 7 hours. The situation grew worse as ports where fuel is delivered to the state were closed due to storm winds. Rushing fuel to South Florida before the storm, the Florida Highway Patrol served as escorts for tanker trucks. In light of the new proposal, Scott directed the Florida Department of Transportation to work with other agencies to determine how to increase fuel capacity during emergencies. Facebook, Twitter, and Google acknowledged in court that Russian-linked accounts began exploiting their services in 2015 to sway last year's presidential election. Congress was looking for answers to at least 5 questions. 1, why did it take so long for the companies to see how their platforms were used to influence the election? Facebook acknowledged the company should have had a broader lens and noted that they published research in April disclosing that governments and other malicious non-state actors were using its social network to influence elections, though it did not directly name Russia at the time. 2, was it just Russia? Some lawmakers suggested there was no way for the tech companies to know if entities from other countries had also misused their platforms. 3, are they publishers or are they platforms? Google and other companies consider themselves tech platforms that merely allow newspapers and other media companies to share information. 4, are there more? Facebook disclosed that Russian content potentially reached as many as 126 million users. Twitter said it shut down more than 2,700 linked accounts, and Google said it found evidence of limited misuse of its services. But it's still unknown if there are more. And 5, can they fix the problems without regulation? To which the tech giants offered only qualified support rather than a straight yes. And that was the Morning Report for today. I'm Bri Walling. The Morning Report airs Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. right here at naplesherald.com. And don't forget to check out our lunch break that also airs Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Thank you for watching.